So, guys, please subscribe, like, and share the video. All right, thank you.
onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụlọ ka Chineke dị ike niile gọzie ụlọ nna na nwa na mmụọ nsọ. Ekele abịala site na nkwado ndị Love 5 Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi, ndị na-alụpụta Love 5 Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwotu Maduka Close, Mmuru Nnobi, 081 49 82 82 Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that we are hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Wednesday, the 15th day of March 2023. And the time is 3 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifanshuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. I'm even surprised I didn't get 100% in Anambra about his popularity winning Aso Rock. Tension as herdsmen invade Delta community, kill 3 farmers, abduct scores. Imo, elders urge NLC to suspend strike. Obaseki extends retirement age of Edo teachers. Court orders Lagos. Police spotted Uber driver 5 million naira. Ukraine. US summons Russian ambassador over drone. Now, details. I'm even surprised I didn't get 100% in Anambra. People boast about his popularity winning Aso Rock. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has said that he is surprised he didn't gather all the votes in Anambra, his home state. Obi also debunked the claim that he rigged elections in some parts of the southeast region of Nigeria during the 2023 presidential poll. According to the former governor, he also wanted to work with his favor. Peter Obi, the flag bearer of the Labour Party, has said that he is surprised he did not win the 2023 presidential election in Anambra State by 100%. Speaking on a television interview on Monday, the former governor of Anambra State said he was confident that his people were 100% behind his ambition to become Nigeria's president. If you want to know whether I will get 95% in Anambra State, come and go to Anambra State with me. I don't need police. When I come out, you will see the reaction of the people. In fact, I'm actually surprised I didn't get 100%. I'm telling you because I don't know who will be putting against me in Anambra State. Peter Obi's Labour Party garnered a total of 584,621 votes, while the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, and the All Progressives Congress, APC, tagged along with 9,036, 7,388, and 5,111 votes, respectively. Announcing the result in Oka, Anambra State capital city, Professor Nenna Uti, the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri-Futo, who served as the Anambra State Collation Officer, said the total number of registered voters is 2,536,156, and accredited voters are 628,590. At the end of the election, Anambra State had a total valid votes of 613,861, while void votes were 10,751, and the total votes cast were 624,612. Speaking further at the interview monitored by newsmen, Peter Obi debunked the claims that he and his party rigged the elections in his area of strength, the Southeast. He said he is known in the Southeast and all over the country, know him and what he stands for. In the Southeast, it's a similar situation. People know me. People know what I stand for. People know I have kept my promises. People know I have kept to what I have said. It is a simple thing. People go about and say, oh, he got votes in Lagos because of the Igbos. And I ask, how many Igbos live in Lagos? I got more votes from the indigenes in Lagos than those who you can call visitors. Are the Igbos in Nasarawa? Are the Igbos in Plateau? Are the Igbos in Abuja? In Rivers, where you know the governor came out against me and everything, I still, if the real votes of the Rivers were counted, I won. I had over 50% of the vote. The emergence of Bola Tinubu as Nigeria's president-elect is not the will of God, Peter Obi of the Labour Party said. Obi urged Nigerian politicians and the elite class to quit using the name of God while trying to carry out their illegalities against the citizens. Tension as herdsmen invade Delta community, kill 3 farmers, abduct scores. There is tension among residents of community in Pantani local government area of Delta State as suspected herdsmen invaded the community. Reporters learned that 3 farmers were killed during the attack, while scores were also reportedly abducted. According to reporters, the herdsmen killed a man identified as Dennis alongside his son and one other person working on their farm. The victims were slain while attempting to fend off the armed herders and their cattle from grazing and destroying crops on their farms. Speaking on the incident, a former president of the Joy Youth Council, Chris Ekio, who hails from Pantani local government area, appealed for calm among members of the community, advising them not to take laws into their own hands. Ekio urged the state government to address the issue of insecurity in the area so as to forestall any further crisis, and also called on security agencies to fish out the killers. Reacting, the police public relation officer for Delta State Command, Bright Edafe, said the residents are yet to formally lodge a complaint on the incident. He said, I can't remember any matter on the incident. He said, I can't remember any matter like this, please. Meanwhile, the indigenes of the local government area, particularly parents, have continually expressed concern over the level of security risk to farmers posed by the influx of herders into the community. Elders urge NLC to suspend strike. The leadership of the Imo State Council of Elders has urged the Nigerian Labour Congress to suspend its ongoing industrial action in the state. The NLC has since last week embarked on a strike action in the state, saying that it was protesting against the state government's anti-labor policies. However, the elders urged the NLC to call off the ongoing industrial action by considering the plight of the residents of the state. A statement issued by the chief secretary of the council, Kennedy Ewama, stated that it was ready to lead the duty for the NLC and the state government to resolve their differences. The statement read, after a careful appraisal of the impasse between the national leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress and Imo State over labor-related issues, and in consideration of the need to ensure that the prevalent industrial peace and harmony in the state is not disrupted, the leadership of the Imo State Council of Elders hereby appeals to the leadership of the NLC to suspend its dispute with the state government. The council, in appealing to the conscience of the NLC leadership, urges it to take into consideration the plight of the suffering masses who are bearing the excruciating brunt of the impasse. The council assured NLC leadership that the suspension of the dispute would create a conducive atmosphere for meaningful dialogue with the government, which would ultimately address their grievances. The council is optimistic that as a responsible and responsive government, the Imo State government, on its part, will be open to any meaningful dialogue and resolution of the labor crisis in the state in the interest of the masses. It implored the NLC to embrace dialogue as there is no better alternative to industrial peace and harmony in the state. Obaseki extends retirement age of Edo teachers. Edo Governor Godwin Obaseki has extended the retirement age for teachers in the state to 65 years or 40 years. Okubowa, who announced this yesterday in an online statement, explained Obaseki's approval reinforced his unwavering commitment to building a solid foundation for repositioning the education sector in the state. He said Mr. Governor has approved a new retirement age for the teachers in Edo State. They will now retire when they clock 65 years of age or 40 years of service, whichever is earlier. This is in demonstration of his Obaseki's commitment to ensuring that Edo's teachers are the best motivated in Nigeria. It is important to remind Edo people that Edo teachers are the best paid teachers and Edo workers are the best paid workers in any public service in Nigeria. Okubuwa also stated the development will ensure that teachers with decades of experience were retained in the service to contribute their quota in providing quality education to Edo pupils. He said this is another big win for Edo workers. The governor has continued to show that he will always place the interests of Edo workers above all else. This is another testimony to the fact, he declared. Court order Lagos police to pay assaulted Uber driver 5 million naira. The Federal High Court sitting in Lagos Tuesday ordered the Lagos state government and the police to pay 5 million naira to Adedotun Clement, the Uber driver allegedly assaulted on October 20th, 2021 during the hashtag NSAS protest anniversary at the Lekki toll gate. The court heard that Clement was allegedly beaten, pepper sprayed, and dragged on the ground by the police and official of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Agency who mistook him for a protester. He was said to be carrying a passenger from the island to the main land of state where when he encountered the protest at the Lekki toll gate, which was disrupted by the police and Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Agency officials, following the pandemonium that ensured after tear gas canisters were fired to disperse the crowd. Many protesters were arrested, and Clement temporarily abandoned his car like other motorists and fled. When he returned, he was accosted, manhandled, and tortured by the officers who refused to listen to his entreaties that he was a driver and only wanted to retrieve his car. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Ukraine. US summons Russian ambassador over drone. The US said it summoned the Russian ambassador on Tuesday after a Russian fighter jet forced down a US military Reaper surveillance drone over the Black Sea. We are summoning the Russian ambassador to the State Department, said Ned Price, the spokesman for the State Department. Russian Defense Ministry said the American drone sharply maneuvered and crashed after an encounter with Russian jets near Russia's border. Russia's state news agency TASS reported. The military said Russian fighter jets didn't use weapons or impact a US drone that came down. It added fighters from its air defense forces on duty were in the air to identify the intruder over the Black Sea. The US said that a Russian fighter jet struck the propeller of the surveillance drone in brazen violation of international law. The US Pentagon said that the incident likely caused damage to the Russian aircraft, while the Russian Defense Ministry said its jet fighters had returned safely to their home airfield. U.S. Air Force General James Hecker, who oversees the U.S. Air Force in the region, said in a statement, our MQ-9 aircraft was conducting routine operations in the international space when it was intercepted and hit by a Russian aircraft, resulting in a crash and complete loss of the MQ-9. The US military added that incident followed a pattern of dangerous behavior by Russian pilots operating near aircraft flown by the US and its allies, including over the Black Sea. US National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told reporters they don't need to have some sort of check-in with the Russians before we fly in international airspace. There is no requirement to do that, nor do we do it. The Black Sea lies between Europe and Asia, is bordered by Russia and Ukraine, among other countries. The US military condemned the jet's reckless collision with the MQ Reaper drone over the Black Sea. Kirby said the incident was noteworthy because how unsafe and unprofessional it was, indeed reckless that it was. The State Department will be speaking directly with the Russian counterparts and expressing our concern over this unsafe and unprofessional intercept, he added. President Joe Biden has been briefed on the matter as well. Tuesday's incident appeared to mark the first time since the war that a U.S. aircraft was brought down after being hit by a Russian warplane. This is where we draw the curtains on news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. I'm even surprised I didn't get 100% in Anambra. Peter boasts about his popularity, winning Aso Rock. Tension as herdsmen invade Delta community, kill 3 farmers, abduct scores. Imo elders urge NLC to suspend strike. Obaseki extends retirement age of Edo teachers. Court orders Lagos police to pay assaulted Uber driver 5 million naira. Ukraine, US summons Russian ambassador over drone. You just listened to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyishuku Ekezie. Thank you for listening. Once again, good evening.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live
So, guys,
reports.
thanks a lot.
Ebona, the
Thank
FM
you
brings
for
the news
watching.
with
Then like the
actuality.
video, subscribe, and share.
That speak
Thank
with
you.
and hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com.